Hey guys, today I'm going to be doing the On My Shelf tag that was created by Ian Boom. The idea behind this tag is that every book has a story surrounded around it, whether it be how you found out about the book, where you picked it up, an event that was taking place while you were reading the book, or just your overall thoughts and feelings about the book. You're given two numbers, one for each of your shelves and the second for a specific book on your shelf. I just put some random numbers together, so let's get started. The first set I have is 5 and 8, so we're gonna go down for this one. Woo! That set of numbers gave me Beautiful Darkness by Kami Garcia and Margaret Stoll. Now let me tell you about this book. I'm not usually one to read paranormal romance stories, but I really enjoyed Beautiful Creatures and I just thought that it was such a fun story in general. And then I got to Beautiful Darkness and I was attempting to read this during the booktubeathon, I believe, and I just could not get through it. And I have since decided to just put this series down and to not continue with it because it just doesn't seem worth it to me. The books are all huge, and this book specifically, one of the main characters named Lena is just such a whiny butt and I just couldn't deal with it, so I'm putting this series down and I will not be picking it back up. And besides, I know how this series ends, so there's no real point for me to pick up this series and finish it. The next set of numbers I have is 2 and 4. So shelf 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, we have Throne of Glass by Sarah J. Maas. The reason I picked up this book is because of Reagan from PeruseProject. She raves about this book, and a lot of other booktubers rave about it too, and I still have yet to pick up this book and read it, but I have it, and I am very excited to read it. Also, there's a map at the front of the book, which usually means that the book is just gonna be epic. Yeah. And the next set of numbers I have is 3 and 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And the book that I have is Panic by Lauren Oliver. This was the second Booksplosion book of the month, and I had a really great time reading this book. I can't say that this book blew me away or anything, but overall it was such a fun read, and I had such a great time reading it with the other Booksplosion members and also just reading it with you guys. One of my favorite things to do on BookTube is to read books with you guys and to discuss things on the discussion board over on Goodreads, so I had such a fun time reading this book with several of you guys, even if I didn't necessarily love it. The next set of numbers I have is 1 and 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Of course it's this book. Of course it is. You guys are probably gonna think that this is rigged. Ransom Riggs. But it's not, and that is Hollow City by Ransom Riggs. The funny thing about this is that I actually have 3 copies of this book, which I know sounds really weird. You're probably wondering, why do you have 3 copies of this book? There are several reasons for this. The first reason is that I received an ARC for Hollow City the day before Hollow City came out, so I had it a day early. The second reason is because I pre-ordered the book because, hello, I want to support my favorite author. And thirdly, my friend Whitney from WhittyNovels went to a book signing and picked this book up for me and got it signed. And guys, he knew who I was.
Addicted immediately. But even though I had my own, is this for Jesse the Reader?
Yes! Oh my gosh!
Okay, he's the nicest guy.
Here's the signature. It says, "To Jesse, hope to meet you someday, Ransom Riggs." So that is pretty neat. I will leave a link down below to Whitney's video if you have not seen it yet, where she goes to the signing and he knows who I am. Still mind-blowing, still mind-blowing. And the last set of numbers I have is 4 and 11. So let's see what that book is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I would get this book right after I talk about Whitney, and that is Shatter Me by Tahereh Mafi. If you guys have not heard about this book, I would be surprised. This is a dystopian story about a girl who has a lethal touch. I actually read this book on a trip to Texas with my father, and I read it in 2 days. It was so good. I ate this book up. Tahereh Mafi just has a way with words. She is such a beautiful writer, and I am excited to finish this trilogy because I've been putting it off for long enough. I only have the last book left, and I just need to power through it. I need to power through it. So that is the On My Shelf tag. I'm gonna go ahead and tag Whitney from WhittyNovels, Reagan from PeruseProject, I'm gonna tag Ariel from ArielBissett, Christine from PolandbananasBOOKS, and Kat from Katytastic. You guys should all do this tag. Thanks for watching, guys. I will see you soon with a new video. Later. Ah!